So the big four professions back then were doctor, lawyer, engineer, accountant. How did you convince your African parents that this was the right path for you? Let's talk about the aunties. Wow.
In Nigerian term, drinking Gary.
Oh dear.
Yes. In the Western world, beans on toast.
Beans and toast.
So I was that girl.
Wow.
I was grafting. I was, just putting every penny I had.
Running a successful business requires some key ingredients, such as passion for your craft, determination to make your business succeed, and confidence to pull through, even in the most challenging times. Hi, I'm Elaj and welcome to In Her Shoes, a series created to spotlight phenomenal female entrepreneurs who have made their dreams come true. We'll explore the challenges they face, the successes they've achieved, and invaluable lessons they've learned along the way. Today's guest is Tinu Abi, the CEO and founder of House of Tinu Salons, Deluso Hair Extensions, and Deluso Professional Haircare Products. Her career in the hair and beauty industry spans over 2 decades. Nearly 10 years ago, she opened the doors to her first salon in a vibrant area of Manchester's northern quarter. And today, I'm in a second salon, located in the charming suburb of southern Manchester called Salon. Tinu is super talented at what she does, and she keeps striving for excellence. At the start of the year, she launched a first hair care line, and she's one of the first Black-owned salon owners to own a professional hair care line. Without further ado, let's meet Tinu, because I can't wait to find out what it's like walking in her shoes. Do come along. Hi, Tinu.
Hi.
It's great to have you on the show.
Oh my God, it's amazing to be here and to have you here as well.
Lovely. Do you know what? I have a name for you.
Okay.
Are you ready to hear it?
I am.
Hot Boss.
Oh, I love that. HOT stands
That
for
is it.
hot,
Got you.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was the idea. I just wondered about your shoes. So when you're in your element, what are your go-to shoes? Do you prioritize comfort over style?
Oh, definitely style. Oh, definitely. I could be in pain, but I'll be stylish in pain.
So even when you're going out, like maybe you're going for a night out or you're going for an event, we'll find you wearing heels.
Yes, most likely with heels.
What about when you're on your shop floor, when you're working on your clients?
Okay, that definitely have to be comfortable. It's a long day, so we've got sometimes 8-9 hour shifts. So yeah, definitely some nice trainers, sometimes some sliders, something very comfortable.
How are you? Where's Tinu? All right, okay.
Hey. Oh my goodness. How you doing? Mwah. Mwah.
I do have a gift for you.
Oh wow, thank you so much. Okay.
Ordered it
Okay.
and just shoved it aside. And
Oh,
said,
nice.
Tinu has to do the honors.
Oh lovely, thank you so much. I can't wait to open it. Okay. Drum roll, drum roll. Oh, okay. Well, I can already see the hot bus. It's HOT, House of Tinu bus.
You're going to open it.
Of course. Okay. You know what? You read my mind. You actually did, to be honest. I was saying it to Gabby that we need to get some aprons.
Wow.
And obviously House of Tinu bus is on it, but love. Thank you so much.
So Black British of African origins.
Absolutely.
Female entrepreneur in the UK with 2 salon locations. What is it like walking in your shoes?
I always say things like pain is necessary, and pain gives you the motivation to thrive and push forward, push the envelope as far as you can. So I don't take pain as a problem, I take pain as a solution. So what that means for me as a business owner and that owns 2 salons plus product is keep pushing even with the pain and challenges. So that's the question, and the answer is it might come with pain, but keep pushing because pain comes with solution.
So could we phrase it as pain is a driver?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is a driver, is the door, and that door comes with opportunity that is right in front of you, so you need to open it.
You started your career in the hair and beauty industry over 2 decades ago, right? So that means that from the very, very beginning, you knew what you wanted to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So can you talk me through what inspired you to become a hairdresser?
I got inspiration quite from a young age. I was driven by a lot of things around me. Coming, like you say, African descent, coming from Africa, it was a struggle with our hair anyway. I think that was one challenge that I had in the UK. How to manage our hair, how to manage my hair, where to go to and all of that. So that inspiration just came from the struggle. Again, talking about pain, talking about challenges and struggle. So that was what made me feel like I needed something that would cater to me firstly, because obviously self-care, self-love starts from within, and then you can put it out there. So when I could find my love, when I could find a care, I could be able to care for other people. And again, while I was in college and the rest of it, I was struggling, and even in college, it was very hard to find someone to take care of my hair while I was doing my training. So all of those process and journey propelled me to where I am today.
Once again, pain.
Absolutely, once again, pain. I think it's a catchphrase that I just began to understand. I didn't understand it before, because I think when I started, I thought, oh my God, what's going on? But I began to understand it when I saw the solutions through it. And I thought, you know what, pain is necessary, challenge is necessary. Failure comes, success comes, so you choose which way you want to go.
So the big 4 professions then, back then, were doctor, lawyer, engineer, accountant. How did you convince your African parents that this was the right path for you?
It was hard, especially for my mom. Actually, especially for my dad, I take that back. I say that why.
Both of them.
Both of them, but actually it was harder for my dad because my dad was a teacher. He's late now, and he was a teacher, and he was a very, academic. You know what I mean? Like, go to university, go to college, go to all of that.
Get a good job.
Get a good job. You know, what good job was, is. And so for him, he thought, what? Why?
Reason it.
Exactly. So he didn't understand it. But I think from a young age, I loved doing things, creative stuff. My dad wasn't happy, but I think along the line, he kind of thought, okay, you know what, this is what she's kind of wanted to do anyway. And he kept thinking, so how are you going to be able to make money from this?
Yeah,
how are you going to
African parents, they want you to roll in the dollars.
Yes. And how are you actually going to, what's the career path?
So how did you convince them though?
I think it was actually when I went into university, because even though I love the arts, even though I love the other stuff, we call it fluff, as they say, but I still wanted to study business. I still wanted to study serious stuff, if you like, management and stuff. So I think when I said going towards that in university level, he was now like, okay, so I can see the pathway somehow. And he just started, taking it on board a little bit. And then obviously when I finished and I said, Dad, I want to open a salon, and so on and so on. Okay, so Anne, I'm just going downstairs to meet my clients. So just let me know when you're done, okay? All right, let's ready for action. Oh.
Okay, so we have an appointment.
Okay.
Juliet is going to be here soon with Anne for
About 2:30.
on the way. And later on, Anne has Krista for her color.
Okay, sounds good. I think I'm ready for my client now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so talk me through your career path then. What did you do leading up to starting your own business?
So the journey started obviously after the university. So I finished my undergrad BSc honours, which I was amazing school, and I came up with 2-1. Very close to first class, but hey ho.
Good grades.
Hey ho. I think I only missed a few points, but hey. So it was amazing, and of course because I already had the beauty background from London, and I wanted to do more in hair, and I thought, okay, I've got the management side, I've got the salon management side, and I wanted to do more hair. I went to do some little courses in Manchester in some schools, but it was very hard to find something that catered to Afro textured hair. So of course I did European hair, so obviously I'm versatile now. I could do all hair types, but I kind of wanted to still touch on our hair because even though I could do it, I wanted that professionalism to be attached to what I know. But it was hard. It was really, really hard. So I had to travel. So I went to the US to do some more courses. I did my training. I'd actually worked in a salon in America for, like a shadowing someone, as we call it in the UK. You shadow, so you learn. So I've done all of that, and I didn't get paid for that, by the way, when I was doing that, which is fine because I was learning. So I did a lot.
And you were paying your dues.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people think that, you know, the path to success is just very straight and you just go through, but there's some twists and turns along the way. So that was part of yours because you worked and you didn't get paid.
I didn't get paid, and
so how did you sustain yourself?
Well, I was living with my auntie, and so obviously I didn't pay for accommodation and all of that. So it was just me learning and getting to understand the rudiments of what I wanted to do. And because I had passion for it, I just didn't care about money at the time. Now I care about money.
Of course.
Then I didn't care about money.
You have to sustain a lifestyle.
All this bills. But at that point, I was just like, I want to know as much as I could get, you know, learn from the masters and the seniors out there, and just bring something fresh to the UK. So when I did that, I came back and I was like, okay, I'm ready to start working. But again, going back to working, it was hard to find a salon that was multicultural because I wasn't interested in just working in just one type. You don't want to put yourself in a box. Absolutely. I didn't want to pigeonhole myself. So I wanted a multicultural salon that could cater for all hair types and all hair situations, or skin or beauty and things like that, because I could kind of do it all at the time. I was very versatile.
So for you, how important was it for you to have a standard when you set out to open a salon? Like, was this at the back of your mind? Did you think, I want to do things differently? I don't want to do things like the aunties, you know? Let's talk about the aunties.
That was my experience when I came to Manchester. No offense to the aunties.
We love you all.
Come on. I was struggling. Like I said, I went to a salon in town, and I'm not going to mention the name of the salon, in the city centre in Manchester.
Does this still exist?
No, they don't. They're not anymore. But I used to take my own towels. To wash my hair, because when I went in there, towels from Mingin, and just all of those drama, without going into much details, product wasn't right, all of that. But of course I did my hair cutting, I did my hair, I think it was more cutting than washing because I could wash my hair home, but I needed someone to cut my hair, which I would not do when as a stylist. I wanted to be cut properly done by somebody else.
Oh no.
Girl, it was a disaster. But so I needed a better standard. So for me, that kind of thought, right, okay, this is what we're dealing with in Manchester especially, then my level of
exposure.
Exactly. And my attention to
detail
has to be top notch.
First and foremost, my vision board is women that are ready and wanting to have their hair done properly in a professional environment with professional product. So to not say the least, I have to give them that.
Exactly.
What I'm looking for, I have to give them exactly what I'm looking for, because if I go somewhere, that's exactly what I want.
Yes. So, you said that obviously you cater to all hair types. And I'm just wondering, at the start of your entrepreneurial journey, did you have to prove yourself to your non-Black clients? Do you have to prove that I'm trained, I can do this? Do you feel you had to?
Fortunately, unfortunately, yes, I had to. And questions were thrown at me as, oh, so how long have you been doing this? Oh, what hairstyle have you done? Can you show me some pictures?
Right.
And all of that. At the time, I found it offensive. But you know what? As I got seasoned in my craft, I thought that was actually thrilling because I wouldn't want to work into a salon and I just see a bunch of white stylists there. I would ask in the same question.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes you have to look at questions as a door that you need to open.
Yeah.
So I've been coming to the House of Tinu for the last 3 years. And basically I live 10 minutes from here, but I got a good recommendation from people that live near me about Tinu. I had a great experience. She was very friendly, helpful. I think she was quite open in regards to giving me ideas of what I should get done. So I went for eye tips first, I think, when I started with her. And then I changed over to the weave, which I preferred more.
Did you have any doubts when you saw her? Think, oh, she's black. Did she, understand
No.
my head? Did you ever have any reservations about her expertise?
No, not at all. I think as well, I've moved over from Ireland, so quite a different experience for me living in Manchester, meeting like all different people, different cultures. But I'm very open-minded as well. But no questions, no queries whatsoever on that. And I think it's her skill set, the recommendations I got from people, like that's what's important to me, to be honest. And get word of mouth of somebody that has recommended somebody I think is quite important before I go to them with my hair.
So what's the plan now? Moving.
What?
I said, what's the plan now? Moving.
We're moving on the Wednesday, we're flying to Portugal.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm glad I booked it with you today because I think it would have been too tight.
It would have been too tight, definitely. Definitely.
So we're going to Portugal for a few days and we're going to stay Malta for a week.
Right. Okay.
And we're going back to Portugal and then we're looking at Airbnbs.
Okay.
I have been coming to Tinu now. I was trying to figure it out in my head, but over maybe about 10 years now. A friend of mine introduced me because she bigged up the salon, how it's nice and clean and fresh, because a lot of these black salons are not the best places to be. The actual salon itself is beautiful and it's nice to be in a nice environment. As a person, we've become very good friends outside of the salon, so we go out a lot together. So there's a group of us, other clients that have become very good friends. And we go out for dinners a lot. We celebrated her 40th birthday in Marbella, which was an experience. We had this stunning villa.
Before you thought about setting up House of Tinu salons, were there some rookie mistakes you made?
Mistakes, definitely. Definitely. I mean, we still make mistakes. You still have to go back to your board, vision board, focus board, whatever you call it, and go back and pencil something in or pencil something out. And all of that. So in my early stage of my career, so my business will be 10 years almost, I think this year, thereabout. That's my salon, but I've been kind of doing my business for about 15 years.
Okay.
So
as a self-employed?
As self-employed, so I started renting spaces, renting a chair, all of that I've done, all of that. Oh my gosh, like I have a whole book. I could write a book.
Oh, please do.
I could write a book.
Well, please do. We can't wait to read your book.
Right. So, but in terms of owning my own business, so from self-employment to run and owning my own fresh shop in Ancoats location, I would say probably the thing that would, the mistake I would say I made was probably starting late. Starting late. And that was because I was afraid.
Right, fear.
So that's the mistake I made, or I've made rather.
Right.
It's starting late.
Okay.
So in essence, I would have started early. So that whatever the mistake I've made, I would have gone over it.
Got you.
In time.
Got you. Right.
So fear took a better part of me in the beginning.
Okay.
Not anymore, because I'm against it and I'm ready for it.
Do you hear that?
So initially it was the fear of, okay, can I do it? Am I ready? You know, do I have enough support? all of that
What
was
about finances?
Finance, yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. I was not even a lie. You know, when people say I was on beans and toast, when they say, oh, I was that person that was
Wow.
in Nigerian term drinking Gary.
Oh dear.
Yes, in the Western world, beans and toast.
Beans and toast.
So I was that girl.
Wow.
I was grafting. I was, just putting every penny I had into the passion that I wanted and into the life I wanted.
You wanted to build for yourself.
To build for myself. So yes, I think the mistake I would say I've made was not starting early.
How would your staff describe you?
Oh my gosh, I'd like to hear from them actually.
But what do you think you'd say?
Tinu is a patient person and she's a creative person. She loves her staff and she gives me a lot of things. I love her.
She's very level-headed. She has a lot of patience. She is very creative, very fast in her work as well.
She's a driving force. I love her. She likes to put things in place. She likes to move forward. She likes to advance. So she's not leaving anybody behind. She conducts trainings and she often asks you questions in case she needs you to do anything. And she likes things to be done.
I mean, I know. To be honest, I would love to hear, but I know I've been told, and from them to me, that I'm an easy person to work with. As a boss, as a manager, as a supervisor, and all of that, I'm very easy to work with. And I kind of think that's the truth because I'm very easy to work with anyway. Because again, like I said, I like to place myself in what I expect from myself. If I'm in an environment where I don't feel comfortable, I don't like the manager, I wouldn't want to work there. So I don't try to be that person.
Okay. What does success mean to you?
What is success? I'll probably have to start with what does success actually mean. And I always like to say that because I like to make it more holistic. Success could mean different things for people. I mean, I think success is it could be financial stability, it could be personal goals, it could be elevation, achievement, all of that. But for me personally, success is elevation. And that's from one current situation to the next, however small, however big. So like I said, I always try to celebrate my wins, whether it's small or big. So success is elevation from point A to B.
What do your parents think about you now, based on what you've achieved? What are their thoughts? I know you said your dad is passed, so God rest his soul.
Amen.
What does your mom think about you now?
My mom thinks I'm a superwoman. And
good girl.
My mom wants me to be everywhere now.
Right.
She's like, oh, you can have a place in Lagos, in Nigeria. Oh, you can go to America.
Yeah.
She's actually honored on me.
Oh,
she's like, right, so what's the next thing? Should we do this? You do that, da da da. So she's just so chuffed at my success.
Yeah.
And I meant my success, not somebody else's.
Yeah. So let's talk self-care. You know, you're in a very high pressure environment. You're constantly working. You start at 10 o'clock. Sometimes you finish at 7 o'clock.
7, 8, 9, 10, sometimes 12 hours here.
What does self-care mean to you and how do you distress?
It's so important to me right now. My mental state, I can't share it. I got it jealously.
Right.
I got it with a passion. I'm actually more passionate about my mindset, my well-being, my mental being than anything else, So that peace that I have, that I'm trying to achieve, I'm trying to get, is so important. So, and it starts from within, you cannot take from an empty cup.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I have to be full. I have to be whole to give out. So it means I have to start from inside, whether it's pamper days, whether it's just taking time to meditate, whether it's just taking time to travel. Those are the things I keep to myself right now, and it's so important to me, so I don't take it lightly. And as a business owner, it's so important that you do that. Yes. It's so important that you take time for yourself because you're giving.
Yes.
One day you have nothing else to give, and then you go back and look at yourself and say, oh my gosh, you withered away, you just have no life.
You don't look after yourself.
You don't look after yourself. And it's not about outwardness, it's about inwardness. Because it shines from
inside out. Got you. Okay, so when you go on holiday, do you switch off?
I mean, I wouldn't lie. I'm still struggling with that.
Right.
Yes. I try. I'm a lot but better than how I was, and that's just because I've got a great team. But I think personally, that's just a personal thing. I just want to try to like, oh, is everything going okay? But I'm almost like 80% into switching off completely.
Okay.
So I think I need to get someone to help me out on that one.
So you need to work in that.
I need to work on that one.
That's a work in progress.
That's a work in progress.
Right, got you. Right, are you ready? We have a beauty quick fire.
Okay, let's do it.
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, let's go. Bold lips or nude lips?
Oh, nude.
You've got nude lips on. Perfect skin or perfect hair?
Oh my God, really? That's a very hard question.
Go on, tell me, which one is it?
Perfect skin or perfect hair? You know what? I would go for perfect hair.
Okay. What celebrity's hair would you like to get your hands on?
I would say celebrity. In the UK or just in general?
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Ooh. Me, I'll take it to my African queen, Tiwa Savage.
Tiwa Savage.
Tiwa Savage.
Tiwa Savage.
Yes.
Right, okay. Who's the most famous person you've had in your salon?
Oh, gosh, I'm not going to mention names.
We want the tea.
You have to ask me that in private.
It's in private. Okay, I'll ask you afterwards.
And please do.
Straight hair or curly hair?
Actually, curly hair?
Okay.
Yes.
Weave or wig?
Why are you asking me this question? You know, I love both.
I want to put you in a corner.
You're putting me in a tight spot right now.
Yeah.
Wig or weave? You know what? I think wig.
Okay.
That's just on a personal note because I just don't like anything on my scalp for too long. Okay, Bobby.
Show me, what do I do?
Well, I'll just let you watch this, but you literally have to just kind of like roll around.
Okay.
So I'll let you just roll this round.
Okay.
If you can, I'll hold that up and just
So what do I do?
roll around.
Just roll around.
Yeah. All right, inside there, and then I'll clip it down. Perfect, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I can't curl for the life of me.
Okay, well,
I use like curling wands, but I can't use the tongs. Okay.
so I like to spray first just to make sure. Look at that.
Okay.
We had a keratin treatment to eliminate the frizz. She's had a keratin done before about 4 months ago. So every 4 months you can have your keratin. But the hair is super soft anyway, but just to touch up the roots. It's almost like a retouch at this point. And of course, shampoo, blow dry, straighten, press out, and then the clip-ins. Now, like I said, the clipping is clipping out, so she's gonna have this for tonight, and she's gonna take it out tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
What are you wearing tonight? I'm curious, don't mind me.
Never to spin you around.
Max Mara studio dress.
Nice.
It's Kylie. I think Kylie. She wore a dress by Max Mara and made it really famous. And now they've redone it in.
Is it Kylie Minogue or Kylie Jenner?
Kylie Jenner. And now they've redone it in all these studs. So high neck, very tight, very short. Wow. Black tie.
Like, make sure you take photos and send it to Tinu.
That made my husband worry.
Yes. So make sure you take photos tonight, send over to Tinu because we want to see.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's all done. Lovely.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. How'd you like that? It's all right. Ooh.
Yeah. 2 salons in 10 years, nearly 10 years.
Nearly 10 years.
What does the next 10 years look like for House of Tinu Salon and the other brands that you have?
Wow. I would like to say, and I would like to actually, fortunately say, I think House of Tinu brand would be here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to sell out.
Surely not.
No, we're not. We're keeping our ethos, we're keeping our culture, we're keeping our look and feel. And I think whether we're going to have more salons for House of Tinu, it's there in our plan, but where I don't know. I don't know yet, but it's inside scoop, so it's still there.
Okay.
We're expanding, but where I don't know.
America?
Oh,
Can I take a wild guess?
I'll have to get your imagination very wild. That's absolutely fine, but just look out for it.
Right, well that's amazing, that's incredible. So I want you to take a trip down memory lane, because obviously this is where it all started for you in terms of your entrepreneurial journey, isn't it?
Yes,
The
absolutely.
First place you rented,
There's the first place I
and then
rented.
ended up buying.
Oh yeah, actually, I always forget about that part. I always forget about that.
You're a landlady.
I'm a landlady, so yes.
Yeah, I mean, take us down memory lane, you know, where it all started.
I used to be in the salon or shop down the road, which is a barber shop, and I was upstairs in that shop with just one chair, and we had 2 chairs, and then obviously I got so busy and then moved. So this place, actually, the landlord's wife used to be my client, and she wanted just like, oh, do you want to take the space, blah, 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 and I'm like, okay. I was still scared then because obviously it's a bigger shop and, you know, a lot more expenses to gain. I was like, you know, I'll go for it. But yeah, so we came in here almost 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what in terms of your product range, are you looking to branch out? Because currently, I don't know, do you currently only use your products within your salon, or do you also have other salons that carry your range?
Absolutely. So we are branching out. This year we launched, like I said earlier on, we launched this year, in the beginning of this year, and already we have a salon in America using it. We also have a salon in Africa, in Nigeria particularly, using the product. I flew in to teach. Obviously the salon and her stylist and the rest of it, and we also have people inquiring all the time right now, so we are really expanding, and we are hoping to expand out more. And I think the plan for us as a product range, professional range, our product is to get every stylist on this product and get every stylist really on the professional side on this product, and you know, get them to be able to make money.
If you were to give a piece of advice to any woman who's starting out their entrepreneurial journey, what piece of advice would you give to them?
Don't be afraid.
Okay.
Don't be afraid in taking that. The rest will take the plunge. Don't be afraid at all. When you have something in your mind, you have it in your mind and you're convinced about it.
Okay.
So that means you're not looking at what somebody else is doing. You're not looking at what somebody else is telling you to do.
Right.
They're 2 different things.
Yes.
What you're convinced
about.
Don't be afraid to do it. Go for it, but also try to make sure you have the full knowledge about what you intend to do.
What if they fail?
And that's part of the success. Success comes with failure. Matter of factly, I don't think you should be afraid of failure. You should be afraid of success, how to sustain that success.
Right. Oh my God, word. You've dropped so much nuggets. I can't even, like, my bag is full.
Oh, wow.
And I hope for everyone who's watched this, they've got a thing or two from Tinu Abi. Popularly known as Tinu Abi. She's Tinuke Abiodun.
Absolutely.
But she's popularly known around the Northwest and beyond as Tinu Abi.
That's right.
So thank you so much for your time today.
You're so welcome.
I've enjoyed every little bit of your time, every information you shared, every knowledge you shared. And obviously, it's great to see what it's like walking in your shoes. And you're the only one who knows how well you walk in your shoes. We see you from afar, but you know the grace you need, the strength you need, the stamina you need to walk in your shoes. So keep going, girl.
Thank you.
And I know that you're getting to heights that you didn't even imagine.
Thank you. I like that courage there. Yeah,
so wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
So much. Thank you so much for watching In Her Shoes. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you share, like, and do all you can to succeed. And don't forget, in whatever you do, always putting 100% and put your best foot forward. See you next time. Toodles. Bye.